on another exciting episode of Gospel Chat with Neo. Ke nna your host Jaaka Litsi ke tswa go Taung ke mosimane go Matlaopane ke mokalo ke re la mogela ntho wa show gompieno na re leba kwa ko Venda ko Takie ana la utlwa rona brother Rofhiwa Manyaga pardon me
right
no daga I'm still learning.
Yeah, no, you get it right.
I'll get it right. Yeah. Even if you can just throw two lines, still I can get it.
So let's understand.
Yeah, but I think you have been that side.
Yeah, I know that area.
How was it back in those days, seeing Woody Taxi ranking and all that?
Come on now, that experience, I must be honest with you. That experience has taught us a lot, man. That experience taught us to be hard workers, to be people who you don't even in your mind. There's that thing called giving up. It's very far. It's there, you know. So according to me, it was a very good experience to find myself into such environment where you are going streets, taxi ranks, bus ranks,
and we could just pass you by.
And we didn't care. Okay, by that time, whether there are two people standing there watching us, how we verify. For as long as there's a person there, so it was a very good experience.
Was it like a process, or like goal is to go through different process to be what we see at the end of the product?
Some processes you must remember when you're going through them, you don't know whether this is a process or it's a lifestyle.
Okay.
So around that time, honestly, it was a lifestyle.
Oh yeah.
Kanti, God is busy preparing us for greater things ahead. He's busy channeling us, he's busy training us to be hard workers, to be, and it worked for us. So, unfortunately, to someone watching, unfortunately, some processes are not going to be written. That this is a process.
Yeah.
You need to go through this process.
Yeah.
Some process. It's not like a school. At school,
Yeah.
you need to go to school and pass
12 years, and then after 12 years,
pass and then look for a job and then work.
Yeah.
It's not that. So some processes of life, you will find yourself in there unaware that you are on process.
And I'm not sure if I say fortunate or what. You never went to tertiary to further your studies after matric. You had to hustle and make money.
I did a lot. I did sound. I did some engineering, and then I was fortunate. At least I went through. I also did civil engineering.
Oh yeah, okay.
But that one I didn't finish because of some circumstances. I must be honest. Yeah, I ended up actually I finished later, but I did it and drop out because of 1, 2, 3. And then I went back and do it, and then I was successful.
So like music, how did you decide like you want to fully focus on music? Because some would say like especially in this pandemic time, we should have artists who have their 9-to-5 job, which is something that I don't think it's that easy to be an artist and you have a 9-to-5 job. I don't know, maybe I'm seeing it from other side.
I think it was with me. I would say it was a bit easier to decide in that manner, because in the very same music I was doing quite a lot of things. I was producing, I was engineering, all those kind of things. So I was singing at the same time. So to divert and become just a musician at the time, it was quite a good journey, because it was involving quite a number of things around the music here.
And you speak about producing. I believe you have your own recording label.
Yeah, I do, but it only works for me.
For you.
Yeah.
Or you don't have anyone signed.
I know. Reason being, if I can't manage myself, hey, how am I going to manage others? Managing myself,
It's difficult.
it's a hassle. So to take along some people and manage them, I can't.
It won't work.
I cannot.
I'm asking this because like we have we hear a lot of stories about artists, especially when they pass away or all that, like they don't have money, they died broke. What's happening between the artist and the recording labels?
You know, I wouldn't know much because I was never signed under a label as an artist.
Okay.
As an artist who is under an example, Spirit Music.
You
under Spirit Music.
Distributing.
Under I only
distributing or publishing under.
I only signed under this labels for distribution,
Okay.
like a licensing.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, when I have released an album and I want them to
distribute.
distribute my album, yeah, I signed under such,
Oh.
but not to be someone who rely on being pushed by
The company.
No, it never happened.
So what's the difference between distributing and publishing?
Okay, distribution and publishing it's more or less there's a different based on I suspect, because okay, with me I do publishing myself.
You're publishing, you do it yourself.
Yeah, I do publishing myself.
Okay.
And the company does the distribution. I've got the right for publishing. So I do not know now when you are to do the publishing. I think when you are to do the publishing via the company and the distribution, it is when you are signed under the
them.
company.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then have you signed what song now?
Yes. That one I'm collecting.
You're collecting.
Yeah,
How much
yeah.
are you collecting?
Not much, man. Sometimes you find they do after 3 months. Not much, because some of us were not being played like
The big names.
we're getting airplay, but we're not getting that much, but I'm collecting
You're
some.
collecting something, something to sustain.
Honestly, I'm not those ones who would say, I'm not collecting that much.
Yeah.
But at least I see their messages on my bank in most cases,
Yeah. So like I'm still on that issue of artists and companies and all that, dying broke and all that.
It's bad, man.
It's bad. We'll see you as Brother Rofhiwa. You are living a nice time there, wearing nice sneakers and all that.
Yeah.
But comes 3 years down the line, you are begging us now for money. You are begging us, no guys, things have gone bad, drugs, alcohol and all that. How are we breaking that cycle? Because me growing up, we heard the stories about many names or like what happened to them and all. And when we see them today, like we wonder, okay, this person he had a successful musical career, but what happened?
That one, I think it goes along with the career of an individual. Number one, that one also goes along with the mindset of investing for future.
Okay.
That one goes along with the mindset of do not wanna look like everything is very right, where else you know deep down it's not right. So that one now it demand a personal. It demand one personally to actually adjust to all those things which I mentioned. Because we must remember the SS. You don't make your when we say you are a celebrity, it is because there are people who are celebrating you. You do not celebrate yourself to become a celebrity. It is because there's quite a number of group who sees you and celebrate. Wow, hey Mona, hey this guy, So now in the middle of being celebrated, some of us we have to look, portray a picture of us living a very good life, making it, making enough money for living.
But then there's this saying now called like fake it until you make it.
Yeah, it is very true. Unfortunately, that thing will want you to be a very serious hard worker. Yeah, you must work very hard. If you want to fake it until you make it, you don't fake it
and
in the couch, you know. Yeah, that thing is hard, man. It's very hard to.
Yeah.
So unfortunately, in that, some of us we tend not to really wanna open up to say we need help with this and this and this while it's still early. And believe you me, if you are faking it to make it, and if you are faking it for people to see that you are living a good life, it is very tiring, and you cannot sustain that for some time. There's a very limited time which you can sustain that. And that's why now you ended up having depression, all those kind of things. Because now we see you as this person who's flourishing.
Everything is nice.
It's going right. So at that level, you are unable to really go around and look for more other opportunities and all that. You might as well just wait for opportunity to come through. Yeah, and if the opportunities are not coming, that's when you get to have a lot of problems. In actual fact, I can round it by the majority of us. You find that it's pride which is making us not to really go through and be into a very good stage of sustaining ourselves. Yeah.
Okay, I get it. Your first project, that was a low budgeted project.
You know, money, it's a problem.
You don't only check the videos that you see. The budget was low there.
We were trying, man, to. You must remember, it is not a company, it's someone who's hustling. That someone must pay up some bills of everybody involved there. Oh, man. So we're not going to get it.
Manje uvukile Malamba.
Baba. Hey, wait a bit.
How was it like prior that first recording?
You mean the live recording,
The
right?
live recording, yeah.
Oh, it was good. And do you know, with that live recording, I have made a record which I still need to work for it for future. That recording was successful, man. With
And it was packed also.
It was extremely packed. Packed. It was, I could not believe. Nice. Yeah, it was packed. It was very successful. Checking, it was the first one. Number two, we're doing it at home in Venda. The first experience of live recording. It was nice.
It was nice.
Yeah, it was nice. I enjoyed that one. I enjoyed, man. It was nice.
And you also worked with the late Mpho Regalo.
Yeah, too much.
How was your relationship with him? I don't know if I'm correct, but I think he died on car accident.
Yeah, he died on car accident.
Was it from a gig or?
No, he was from this side of Gauteng going home.
Oh, okay.
I think he was going
on the N1 there.
Yeah, I think he was going to drop his mother.
Okay.
Unfortunately, they passed on together. Yeah, he was driving home. I think he was just driving home. He was going.
Because I think that's when his career was starting to pick up.
Too much. I wish that boy was still alive. I must be honest. I wish today that boy was still alive, because I know he would have been way too far. Well, way too far. Our relationship, Mpho was like a younger brother to me. He was never that friend to say, nah, that guy is my friend. He was a younger brother. Like you see the younger brother.
That relationship.
You hardly become a very good friend with your younger brother sometimes, because you know this one is my younger brother, by the way.
Yeah.
You know, yeah. So he was a younger brother whom we used to take care of each other. Yeah.
And I still see that you are still with Takie, even back then.
Yeah.
When things started, you guys were still
together. That one is my soldier.
How is it like to see like your career coming to life the way it is now, and then you look where you come from? I know there's a Xhosa or Zulu hymn says,
Exactly. You know, there are there are things which when they happen, you just get a corner and say, Lord, thank you for remembering me. Lord, thank you for showing up with my life. Thank you very much. Because it is not like we are so saints. Like I am a very good guy. That guy who does not have any mistake, any faults, nothing, then God is blessing him because of that. It's not that. We make mistakes every day.
And we learn from them.
Yeah, so but still he still blesses us. He still open ways for us. So it's a blessing, man, to find it in this manner, at this stage, at this time again. It is good, man.
It's great, actually.
Yeah, it is good.
You guys are both signed under Spirit Music. Who went there first?
No. We're not signed there.
Okay.
We are
distributed.
Yeah,
let me put it
I went there. No, but mine it says it's ended. My contract has ended.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, for I'll check with the album I'm about to do if I still need to sign with them or not. It's a choice.
Okay, but what were the benefits of being signed under them for distributing? In terms of, we check now, we don't have more stores or Musica per se. We know Musica is closed, and now it's difficult to get the hard copies out.
Yeah, I think when I signed, when I have a deal with them, we were fading out. The stores were fading out, yes, but they were still there.
Okay.
So it was a matter of saying, you know what, to take your CD to Cape Town shop, take your CD to where, it's very difficult. It's extremely difficult. And some shops like Musica, they used to make it extremely way difficult for individuals to just come and say we want to distribute music with them. Yeah, it was. You will have to go through some people whom they have contracts with, not just.
Contract in what way? Like you are bribing someone, or in a sense of saying, okay, this company has a deal with this, let me get through this deal.
No, it is not. No, that one is not a matter of bribe. It's a matter of I think they have some way of saying, we rate you, we can work with you.
Okay.
And in most cases, you'll find they were comfortable working with a company, not an individual. So when you are an individual, to go and say, I want to dispute with them, you need to find someone who has an account with them.
Okay,
at least.
So sense.
Yeah, so that you can be able to distribute.
As an independent artist, like you are one of those guys that we know. These guys, they have struggled enough in South Africa to break it. I think it's about 2 or 3 years where we say, okay, now these guys from where they were, like they are growing. How were the challenges there? How would you advise someone who's an independent artist? Because we all want to see ourselves flourishing.
Okay, there are challenges from way back. Okay, there are these challenges, ne?
Which ones? These ones?
Which we you see when we were busy struggling.
Yes.
The only challenge that those days was recognition.
Yeah.
It was hard. I remember we once went to this other company. I don't remember the CCPMI. It's what? We were to be returned from the reception. We were told straight by a guy I'll never forget. I'm not going to say his name.
You can say it off camera though.
Yeah, I can say it off camera. I can tell you that guy. I don't have a problem. But yeah, that guy once told us when we just, before we even get to the receptionist, we were told, Nina ngeke banithathe eMarot. You don't even know what we have, and then you're telling us things like that. He told us just straight like that. So those challenges of recognition were too much. Yeah, were too much. Where you just need to prove yourself that you can. When you get to a church, I remember there was a time where I once went to a church. I was invited to sing. When I came to the church, they did not want me to enter.
Yo.
Like, hey, okay, I'm here to sing. Hey, who are you? Oh, okay, I'm here to sing, Buffett. Hey, I'm Buffett. I'm here to sing. I'm
an artist.
I'm an artist. Hey, I'll ask us. You understand? Everyone invited.
Yeah.
So those kind of recognition, we used to face those challenges. These other ones, money, what?
They were the least.
You must remember those days. Even the responsibilities were too low.
Yeah.
We did not want too much money to survive those days. So we can't even put it as a challenges in those days. I think the main one was recognition.
Recognition and
Yeah.
where you come from, I guess.
Yeah, and those days, singing in Venda, we some would even think we're all South Africans because we are singing in Venda. They would. Yeah. I remember once went to Eastern Cape. So there's another lady who once asked us if we use passport to come to the. You guys are playing. We used to get those questions. Ask Takie, ask Andile B. He will tell you. He'll tell you. Ask boy Hendrik. Hendrik is the guy who used to manage us back in the days when we were doing those.
Yeah.
Yeah. Ask him. He will tell you. Our challenges were those.
Yeah.
But when we want a spot to promote, they will tell us, hey, you coming here to make noise. Those were challenges those days.
Yes.
Yeah. And but those challenges made us to be very strong to a point where now when we get these bigger challenges in music, there was no giving up, man. There was no giving up. We will push until we get what we want. So now challenges, we ended up learning that okay, in this industry, what you need to, the biggest weapon to fight challenges is hard work. So when you are hard work, challenges of this industry, they became very less. I mean, we hear people are talking about a company. I say it's only 1, 2, 3. Company does not end. At that time, we don't have one. So which means that challenge it's non-existing in our life. A company does not book us shows. At that time, Buffet to they do street promotion. So we didn't have those. There are challenges which you would hear them. Okay, I don't know, companies are eating our money. At that time, boys are independent, So, challenges in this music, we're very slim, man.
Yeah.
I must be honest.
You are speaking about money. How do artists make money? They make money from their bookings or from the sales of the CDs and all that. And if you are under a label, if they book you, like let's say, how much do you charge?
Okay. When we start, we used to make money from CD and cassette sales.
Okay.
And then we had to graduate to at least now start making money from bookings. So it's I think both sides were at that time where we were making money from only CD sales. Some, like you must remember us, we are that generation Bolundi.
Yeah.
And At that time when we were making money from CD sales and cassette sales, they were making money from the CD, cassette sales and the shows, because they had a good opportunity on that. Yeah.
So you, when you take a booking, do you maybe consider in terms of the distance, or you have a constant, or like I'm charging 30k per
No,
2 hours?
No, we do check the distance. Okay, distance, but you know, there is a standard money. An example, it's 45,000. Okay, I'm not expensive. Yeah, I'm not. It's 45,000 excluding transport. So if it's local, it's 45,000. There's no transport.
So that 45,000, is it only you or you and the band?
It's me and the band. I mean, I'm not expensive. I must be honest. I'm not too expensive.
Okay.
I charge less.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can just check it. Maybe it's a 3
Yeah,
piece
some people
band.
have 70, 80, 100. Man, I'm fine there.
And you can still negotiate.
Ish, it depends if I'm not busy. If I'm not busy with my other stuff, yeah, we could negotiate about it. Yeah, you know. Yeah.
You no longer do this thing. God will bless you. We are giving you exposure.
No, man, no. No. There's someone who once wrote someone on social media to say, why do we have to pay musicians? Because at the end of the day, they are praising God.
It's interesting.
This guy, but I did not respond to that. I just thought, you know, we understand we are praising God, but there are people who are saving, who are only doing music in their world. They are only doing music, and if that music can't make them survive, we will have a very serious problem. So, according to me, people must survive with that music, and the people must be paid. Yeah, people must make money out of their talents.
Yeah.
Let me just put it that way.
Which I believe, or like it's one good thing that you mentioned. Like, we have to survive from there. Those we have bills to pay. In the industry, do we really like the gospel industry? I'm not going to talk about. I don't know about other
The other ones,
industries.
yeah. I know them a bit. Yeah.
Yeah. In the gospel industry, are you guys really serving God, or you are just there because I have a talent to sing, I want to make money, or the first thing and foremost is God? Is your lifestyle aligning with what you sing and what you pray about?
I'll speak for myself.
Yeah, please.
I am a very serious Christian from the word go.
Yeah.
I love the Lord and I'm born again. But and there's one thing which I know, which I can't. I mean, I cannot sing something I do not understand, something I don't relate with. There's no way I will sing something that does not bless me, something that does not speak to me. So when myself before singing, I serve God. Before me having to bless you, I must also receive something from God. So I do not know about others. Don't ask me about them. I don't know, because the problem is when we are into this industry, for us to look very right, we must always use the same language to say, you know what, we are born again,
Yes, sir.
Christian, even if I'm not, you know. So that's why I cannot really do an answer for others, because I don't know if for real what I feel about God, it is exactly what the other one feels. Yeah, I think it's very personal.
It's very personal. It's a personal relationship.
Yeah.
Before it could even be a religion or anything like that.
Yeah.
It's a relationship between you and God.
Yeah, exactly.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Gospel Star Search.
Yeah.
When did that start? How did that come about?
That thing, I was actually, if you checked, I did it only for, I ran that thing at my district municipality, Vembe. Vembe has got 5 sub-municipalities under. The reason being was, you know, when you are now starting to shine, there are a lot of people who come and want to know how did you do it. I also want some help and all those kind of things. So I realized, you know, to help all these people. I love helping people, like with my whole heart. I don't have a problem with. I always have a problem seeing someone suffering. If I'm
able to assist
do something here. So I noticed and realized, you know what? Here I think to make it easy, it is to create something, a platform which at least a year I'm able to help 1% professionally. So the other ones which we are helping under carpet, yes, they're there, but professionally so, I think I'm able to help one. But that person must at least work for it. Must have the qualities of receiving
hunger. Okay.
Yeah, and also so that's where now you ended up doing something which one must come and attend auditions. After auditions, there's 1, 2, 3, and then you are also checking, okay, this one coming here because he or she knows that I'm talented, or is this person hungry, this person want these, all those kind of things. And that's where it started. And I think before this COVID, I managed to have about 6.
Yeah, 6.
It ran for 6 years. Yeah.
So you have stopped it, or it's just on hold?
I think before COVID starts, actually the year that COVID last year, we wanted to resume it.
Okay.
In actual fact, we were now, I mean me and the team, because I was not alone there. I was the core, but I ended up introducing it to a few people. Yeah. So we had ended up agreeing that, you know what, instead of doing it yearly, let's do this year, skip a year, do this year, skip a year, so that we can give time to this winner to at least to push a bit, and then we show this person a way, and then we get to another year, and then just like that.
Okay, it makes sense. You mentioned something about the municipality that you are from. At this time, in the COVID time, are you getting the government fund?
No, I mean, I did not.
You did not apply.
I did not apply. I don't even know whether there is such, man. I don't know, but I did not apply anything. Yeah.
Okay.
I've been hustling on the side.
On the sideways, just to make sure you're there sustaining.
Yeah.
Okay. Which I think it's something like you are not saying no, you have applied, the government doesn't pay you guys.
I've got no idea about that money. That fund, I don't know.
Okay. Earlier on, you mentioned your next project, you won't be under Spirit, or you will just see. When are you planning on recording that? Or
actually, I'm busy preparing it as I speak.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm busy with the guys. It is just that due to I love stage. Honestly, I love stage.
So you do anything for stage than studio?
Yeah, but now what we're going to do before stage, I think I'm going to in a month or so I should be releasing, I think, 3 if not 4 songs at the time.
Okay.
And then again, while we are busy preparing for the release of those ones, I'll be doing other ones. I release them when I see that it's the right time to do the shows, and then I just do it.
So you prefer live performance than being on the studio?
Yeah.
What's the difference then?
It's the feel, man. Yeah, it's the feel. It's never the same.
And I get it. I also prefer being live on the live recordings than the studio, because even the music, when you receive it, we hear the overdubs.
And again, I'm a church boy. You know, church boys will always want to see people, interact with people. But
then when you see those ladies there, you don't get tempted.
No man, you know your temptations are always there. I'm on a don't act like you're not from this world. Don't act like you're from this world. Yeah, it's just that it is just that what do you do with what is in your mind at that time?
Yeah,
I think that is the most important. But everybody get tempted, man.
The church boys don't have a good PR.
Man.
Even you guys as artists, like we could hear stories, and it goes back to what you said about self-discipline.
Yeah, but you must understand, my faith. Gospel artists are human. They are alive. They are living in this planet, and the same mistake that a random guy who works at the municipality can do, even the gospel artist can also do. So it is we can't really crucify us by doing some false nyana there and then. I mean, it is just unfortunate that when we do such things, they are being in public out there. Everybody want to know. Okay. Like, I'll tell you, there are a gospel artist can be crucified for someone who's not here. Okay, this guy's not married. I know it's not a good one. This guy's not married, but can be crucified for dating. One can be crucified for impregnate his girlfriend. That's a gospel artist.
Yeah.
Some married guy will never be crucified because he's not known anywhere.
Yeah.
For impregnate two ladies and all those kind of things. But because we are known, because people celebrate us, people always want to know what is happening behind all those kind of things. And it is not wrong. It is just that I think now I will always say we are human, and should one fall, help that person to pick him up so that he can stand up and walk again. Simple as that. I always say, in this Christianity of ours, it seems like people rejoice and celebrate a downfall of another than when someone is doing the right thing. Have you ever had some people on Facebook or somewhere writing that this guy Van has repented. Has repented, Mona. Did you hear about that? Have you ever had such stories? But let me go the other route now.
I think as you mentioned, but like once you make a mistake or you fall, we will be the first people to cast the stones at you.
Yeah,
and it's always us Christian, but not like we are casting stones.
Mina, I've got friends who, if the Bible does not allow this, the pastors you will help me. I'm not a pastor. I've got friends who are unbelievers.
Yes.
And I have friends who believe. Like they're all my friends. You will find me with both of them at some point in the house. Like non-believers, believers, all of them. You will find us in one cycle. And what I see with our believers, it is this issue of celebrating downfalls and all that, making sure the stories out there by the believers themselves. While these ones are,
they don't. I mean, even now, if you can just ask on any social media platform, they'll tell you how Christians, they are judgmental and all that.
And that will make these non-believers not to believe, because right now we're busy keeping them closer so that they can also believe at the end of the day. But they come here, there's the doings is this one. Hey, we're not gonna win.
I think we still have a long way to go, especially like we need to love one another.
Yeah,
irrespective of what you do for a living, irrespective of who you are, let us love one another. I mean, Christ
Yeah.
loved us. God
That's
loved
true.
us.
That's very true.
I mean, that's the new commandment and the
That's
most
so true.
important commandment. Love your neighbor as you love yourself.
Amen. That's very true.
So I'll be hearing on social media or no, man, Rofhiwa did 1, 2, 3, and then I'm busy.
Yeah, now when hey, that story must trend, I mean,
No, it's good. In terms of the airplay, my brother, you mentioned them. How difficult it is for one to get airplay, especially on big radio stations.
hey, I'm not sure, but I think it's not difficult. I think it's difficult. I think this one depends on who you are at some point.
Oh, the name, ne?
Because radios at some point, I think they get to want to play what they know, and they do not want to try new things. New things, I'm referring to new names which they've never heard of. They are maybe checking the music at the library. At the library, they see, oh yeah, man, this one. Okay, can we try this one? So in many of our radio stations, if they don't know you, they don't know you. Simple as that. If you did not market yourself well, they are not even willing to help you market yourself. So that's how they are. I mean, it's our radios. So that's what I'm saying. I think it's not difficult. I think it's difficult, but it will need someone who pushes as well, who market him or herself, who take himself out there, and so that they may know him. Maybe they will play.
I also think the music compilers, the producers, they are to be blamed. I think so, because at the end of the day, like our 1,500 just to have your name there.
Yeah, that one. I think I'm not sure if it's still happening, but back then it used to happen a lot. I'm not sure about now, but because I don't know when last I went to a radio station looking for an airplay, But to be honest, back in the days,
Does it concern you that let's say Moya Wanga, it's not being played that much on big radio station? Do you ever maybe get worried or like what is it that you are not doing right to get the airplay?
Not myself. Not me. Not myself. I must be honest with you. If I'm doing my best, if I'm doing my part, the rest is up to whosoever who is to do their parts. I'll still do it, and I'm not gonna give up, and I'm not gonna point to anyone to say, you know what, you're not playing. If they're not playing, it's their problem. Yeah, if they've got their favorite, I mean, if I'm not a favorite, I cannot force myself to be a favorite. That's one thing one needs to understand.
Yeah. You speak about favorites, and I'm just thinking, we have this thing of no, this one is better than this. Forget you for like I might be your target market. Ndou here cannot be your target market.
Let me make this statement before you even finish. Preferences will always be different.
Yes, sir.
What you do not label wrong what you don't prefer.
Yeah.
Because it is not everything you don't prefer which is wrong.
Yes, sir.
Some things you don't prefer because you okay, I'm not a fan of BM myself. And BMs are all over here. So you want to tell me that people who are driving BMs are crazy? I mean, you see. So I'm not a fan of hill songs. So you want to tell me that everybody who loves hill songs out there, they are crazy? It's not that. So preferences will always be different, and what you don't prefer, don't always label it wrong. Yeah, that's why now I've accepted that. Some places I'm not gonna be a preference, and I must accept it. Some places when I get there, Takie is the preference.
They don't know. We don't know. We don't want to prove that.
Yeah, we want to. Should I be worried? Because now when I get some places, I'm a preference.
Yeah.
Simple as that.
Would you ever do a contemporary music?
Yeah, but I'm not a fan. But I think I love contemporary.
Yeah.
Because from the word go, from way back, I'm an R&B and that old R&B love.
Yeah.
I think that's where I learned too much of my singing, listening to that old R&B. We used to listen to that a lot, but now I love singing my band. I mean,
Yeah. Who are your top 5 gospel artists in South Africa at the moment?
in South Africa,
Yeah, top 5.
Takie is one of them. I'll tell you. In Benji.
Okay.
Yes, yeah. And Dr. Tumi.
Okay.
And who else? No, I've got top 3. I'm not top 5.
But do you listen to our local gospel music?
Yeah, I do.
Okay, no, that's good.
I do a lot.
Your producer, your top producers.
This still stands.
Oh.
Policy is good.
Mm-hmm.
And myself.
That's a good one. Yeah.
I produce my music.
Yeah.
I produce. Yeah.
These guys here, they wrote some songs here. You'll just pick one there and you see. I don't know them.
I'm picking up this one. So must I sing?
Yes.
Okay, which one is this? Because this one looks like Father help.
That one.
Father help our nation. We need love, peace and happiness. Oh, Father help our nation. We need love, peace and happiness.
Yes, sir.
I know.
Wrong one.
It's the wrong one.
Father.
Oh!
He's promoting.
Oh, yes.
You got me right. I thought that was the right one.
Oh, Father, help your children. Don't let them fall by the side of the road. Teach them, that point, to love one another.
Oh.
Heaven, my Father, bless. Yeah, I forgot the name.
I chose the one you did not know.
You must be smart, man.
Mr. Rofhiwa, thank you for being here with us, man.
Thanks, man.
It was such a great time. I enjoyed it.
You're welcome.
Please do invite us to your next live recording.
No, I'm gonna make
sure. It will be great to
I'm going to make sure.
No, thank you. Mokhaitso mokhae ke nna mora matlaopane ke nna mora tsipane ke a le laela ke re pula ene le lona.